off with a multi-band compressor, the arpeggiator and step sequencer are easy to use. And you can set the latter to autopilot with easily accessible generative functionality. It goes without saying that the user experience is streamlined like an upscale haute cuisine event. The presets are taste and plentiful. And the new visualizer might be a bit too corny for today's finale animation. The plugin is more or less always on sale somewhere. The market for top-of-the-line software instruments is highly competitive. Is Pigment the last synth you'll ever need, or just another marketing hype? You have already heard Arturia's plugin flagship in today's intro tune. That turned out better than it was actually fun to make. Let's start this out with a preset-heavy Pigments-only jam. Interesting. Pigments tries to combine the punch of a Waldorf with virus-like depth and serum-inspired versatility. Depending on your age and preferred genre, you might still prefer one of the latter though. I do. A lot of nuance was lost in the rapid-fire 140 BPM patterns of the last jam. Time to give it a little more air to breathe and add an emotional support drum machine. I think it has become obvious that, more inviting user interface aside, budget analog Arturia gear is no longer in the same league as their plugins, if it ever was. Pigment's filters are musical, the modulation possibilities are deep, and I like the granular engine. When working with a plugin, I was missing a certain tonal je ne sais quoi. I wanna know if we can change that by adding even more plugins and create "you don't have to waste that much time on composition if you just drown the whole thing in elaborate sound design, up-tempo future dub and not so minimal techno." To me, a technology agnostic, all electronic musical instruments are inherently bad. Pigments, however, tries to make my job as hard as possible. Powerful synthesis engines, elegant yet functional design, and it is, at least as long as you're not using a pre-2020 Abacus, surprisingly CPU efficient. That being said, my inner audio traditionalist is missing some kind of character or personality. Working with Pigments is always smooth, super predictable, and although it comes with plenty of dirt and chaos-inducing gimmicks, the results remain too well behaved for my taste. Given the fact that Arturia is offering a dedicated range of spouse-friendly plugin hosts, all this can't be boiled down to a software versus hardware debate. But if they want to win over synth nerds my age and up, they definitely need to come up with something better than a thermostat UI. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Feel free to like, subscribe, become a patron and use one of the links down below.
I'm not going to describe it because it would do a disservice. But you got to, if you're into this type of thing, you got to check out the Frank Yang entropy workout. It's incredible, man. Yeah. And his Tom Cruise sprint video is also good. But anyway,
y'all still in touch?
Been aware of you guys. No, I haven't talked to him in a minute. I don't even know what he's up to, but he was a legend back in the day.
Yeah. Yes, he was. Yeah. Well, we was new to because me and my brother, believe it or not, was like really shy growing up. And we got on YouTube, and it kind of broke us out of that. And then I seen him. I was like, "Fuck! I think I'll be shy again." Because it was like weird. I thought it was gonna be like a serial killer. Or something. I walked into the gym and said, "Man, some Asian guy was here. I was looking for you guys."
Oh, so he had you worried?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, because people don't realize we're kind of like really introverted. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like
being around like a bunch of new people. I don't know.
No, I'm the same way. It takes a lot of energy to like. That's it right there. The entropy workout. Yeah.
There you go.
So the thing that makes this funny is that he's Chinese. He has Chinese parents. He plays the violin, and he's got parents who are like, I would imagine
play this.
Oppressive. Right. In the sense that they want him to get straight A's and learn violin. And he's wearing a thong and he's fucking up his brother's room, like ripping apart expensive books.
Right.
And then at the end of the video, he sees his mom put up in the truck.
He's always wearing these tube tops with thongs and stuff.
Yeah, he's a wild guy.
Yeah, I would say probably like around 2010.
Something like that.
Yeah. What's the name of that video? He came to my gym and he put dildos on top of the pull-up bar.
He went through a dildo phase where he was putting...
What was that all about?
I don't know.
They were black too. You think he was a black guy?
He had sort of a fascination with what he referred to as the BBC, and that was kind of his dildo workout phase.
Yeah.
Those videos aren't as good in my opinion. But the entropy workout and the Tom Cruise sprint video are masterful.
Yeah.
Unbeatable videos.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't see this coming at all, Frank.
Yeah, I would never put you two together, but
well, after we see what he did,
after I came across your work, I was like, wow, it gives me a strong Adult Swim vibe.
For sure.
You don't even want to blink because you might miss something. Very good.
So, you had a show that was going to be on Adult Swim, but they canceled it, or
we had a show. We had one season, and it was. I fucking hate mic arms. What company is?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Hold on a second.
My shit does the same thing. Yeah.
Whoever's fucking little fat ass logo this is. Yo, I want to bomb your headquarters. The podcasting. Who doesn't have a podcast?
Right. Yeah.
Every single fucking person you know has a podcast.
Right.
So it's probably incentive to make a decent mic arm.
Yeah.
Yo, get your act together if you make mic arms. Stop fucking around. We had a show on Adult Swim, and it was very successful. Did huge numbers, and the creative director of Adult Swim, Mike Lazo, he told us, "You guys are the next Tim and Eric. We're gonna do 100 episodes." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then we did a sketch called Jews Rock.
I saw that.
I thought it was funny. How can you think that was anti-Semitic?
The only thing in the video were the words Jews Rock.
Right.
It wasn't really anything more incendiary than that. It wasn't really that bad, but I think they felt that it was. So this is what got us pulled here. It's still aired. It's still aired, and they still sell it on Amazon, I think. They do. So if you're interested in season 1 of the torrent, but people inside Adult Swim, Tim Heidecker, and probably some other people, they complained to the creatives and the executives watching it happen. But yeah, they got us pulled off, which actually, it's did you hear? I think there's a video. Dan Bilzerian talking about this like Chinese terrible. It's like my son's being drafted for war, and he says that's bad. And it's like the mishaps that come your way. Like you might lose your leg, your leg might get amputated. You might get drafted for war. There might be starvation and famine, but you never know what's fortunate and what's not fortunate until everything kind of pans out in the end.
Right.
This deal that we were in before they canceled us, it was a six-year-long deal.
Wow.
For about $80,000 per person, which is very bad money. So if it's, in my opinion, I mean,
let me know if the audio is bad. Let me know if the game audio is louder than the video.
Gaijin.
Gaijin, take the frame. Guys, your moment. This is my MMA trainer, Gaijin. What's your ethos with MMA? Well, we'll get to it later.
Yeah.
But being forced to develop this kind of indie pathway, I think, was much more fortunate. Because what would I be if I stayed with Adult Swim? What would I be doing? Probably fucking sucking cock in a Vicodin commercial or something. whatever the other people at Adult Swim are doing, they're not fulfilled. They're not rich, and they're like, jerking off.
Well, well, I've never been in that space, but I would imagine they would hinder your vision for whatever you want to do.
For sure.
Because looking at your stuff, you're very fuck, you're creative.
Yeah,
You're outside the box.
Yeah.
They censored all the graphics which I did with some buddies of mine. It took me months to do these graphics. That's kind of the thing that I care about the most, that I like the most, is graphic design and these sort of video interstitials.
Right.
Spent like 5 months doing these things. They censored everything because they said, somebody said that they were hiding swastikas in the graphics, which is not true.
How can you hide a swastika?
just on the sly, having a swastika slide into frame. Nobody's gonna notice this. I think there was one temporary graphic where a kid who was doing these crazy illustrations, there was a backwards swastika in his illustration, but they made it sound like we were doing like bam swastika. But that wasn't even in the production, like the final version. It was just in a sort of a temporary placeholder thing. But what they saw was, you remember?
Damn, both of them.
The movie theater shooter, the kid with the orange hair.
Yeah.
His Batman. Yeah, his notebook. He would drew over and over again. Which, by the way, whoever's at the CIA has a good sense of humor. Did you ever look at James Holmes's notebook? Okay, so this is the kid, the guy with the orange hair. He goes to shoot up the movie theater. Okay, so if you're the CIA, you're planning this. You're figuring, how do we get this kid $20,000 worth of automatic weapons, etc. We gotta make a notebook full of crazy ramblings so that the public knows he's crazy. Right. So you look at James Holmes's notebook and it's like, what is the meaning of life? Life equals zero. Zero equals nothing. Life equal like it's.
Yeah.
Imagine if you were making a indie film and you had to create a persona for a crazy person. Right. It's totally fake. It's a notebook. It's a fake ass notebook. But he drew this logo over and over again of a 1 and an infinity symbol and a circle combined. And that's the logo we used for the show. And when the Adult Swim executives found out, someone tipped them off that was the show logo, they were like, okay, this is done. We're censoring all your graphics. Oh, you can't use the logo anymore. Yeah.
How did they determine that?
How'd they find out?
Yeah.
I mean, there's younger people that work at Adult Swim, so I'm sure one of them was like,
Did you guys know that this is the... This one is the logo that the shooter used.
that type of thing. It's a good logo. I mean, it's whoever created that, which wasn't James Holmes that came up with that. It's a pretty funny looking logo.
Right. Yeah. Your TED Talk. That was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You could hear like nervous laughter.
Yeah.
like it was pent up.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm just gonna let it out.
Yeah.
And then it showed a brief glimpse of the audience. Everybody's mouth is just
fucking shit.
That's my favorite thing is
you find the humor in people being uncomfortable.
If there's an audience, if I can find an audience, this is why when I'm go do stand up now, it's not as fun because the audience like doesn't hate me.
Yeah.
If I can find a crowd full of people that hate me, trying to hold his laughter, that's what I like, you know?
Yeah, you have to definitely go in and like do a pop-up appearance and drag out of some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Your style is very similar to another
Fuck.
comedian, Eric Andre. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
yeah. I think it's well, let's see. What do I say?
Eric Andre, he goes for like the shocking, just doing something obviously just batshit crazy.
Yeah.
I think his has like it's got a meaning behind it. There's a thought process behind it.
Yeah.
It seems like when you look at his show, he's just doing whatever off the cuff and to
It's
shock
just-
you.
It's a shock job.
Yeah.
But yours has a meaning.
He's
Has a
pretty,
purpose.
wild though. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you met him?
I never met him. No.
No.
We were on a we went to the Adult Swim upfronts, and we were on a bus with all these other Adult Swim people. You ever feel the energy of when you're in a group of people that really hate you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were on a bus with all these adults.
It's like us when we go in a black neighborhood. That's what it feels like. Or us growing up in the South, walking up the street. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
felt that before.
There's that kind of energy on this bus full of Adult Swim people. So, but I've never met Eric Andre though.
Yeah. Yeah, these people, a lot of these executives in Hollywood, a majority of them are very left-leaning, right? Like far left.
All of them.
I wonder why you think that is. Why can't a conservative you're like, I don't know you personally about your politics, but you seem like a moderate, maybe a conservative, maybe a
An
Republican.
objective person.
An objective person. Like everybody in Hollywood, they're just so far left, and everything offends them.
There's I mean, it's probably more complicated than I'm able to unpack, but I know that creative types, they're like they align more with sensitive type people, emotional type people.
Right.
And I don't think there's nothing about becoming a good creative, like writer, stand-up, whatever. There's nothing about that pathway that necessarily involves getting good at like first principles thinking. So there's not really any incentive for. There's probably a lot of things you could say about it,
Right.
but I'm just not smart enough to.
No, I totally get it. Like a lot of gay people, they're really artsy in the music and stuff like that, and because of who that makeup, they don't align politically with the other side because of who they are. They're too empathetic.
And if you watch a lot of if you look at conservative films, a lot of it fucking sucks. That's another thing.
Because they're not eccentric minded like the left.
There's something about it. Like I know there's exceptions, obviously, with Mel Gibson.
Right, exactly.
People like that. But Lady Ballers. You guys watch Lady Ballers?
No. Lady Ballers?
Best comedy film of the past 10 years, Lady Ballers. Watch the 3-hour-long director's cut. It's this piece of shit. It's trash. It's like a movie about like men who dress up to do women's sports, but it's conservative. It's a conservative movie, and it's unfunny.
Oh, really?
It's not funny. It's
Daily Wire, yeah.
Oh, Daily
So that's it right there.
Oh, Daily Wire produced it.
Triggering comedy. You gotta be kidding. Oh yes, beat the bitch.
Yeah.
Beat the woman. He beats the woman.
Guys, this is serious. Sports can be your pathway to a better life. Please don't steal my catalytic converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient in becoming a winner.
I think that's the guy.
Oh, that's the owner, right?
Yeah. And it's almost funny too. It's like there's moments because if you're looking at it like you're watching a movie trailer, it's not funny. But if you're looking at it like you're a joke writer, there are point you can see where you can take a little turn and make this funny. Like that guy's not a bonehead. He's not like retarded. It's just it doesn't work because it's this like explicitly conservative thing.
Right.
I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
Are you gonna win? I am not.
Let's cut to the chase. I know you're not a woman.
Hey, you got any Nick pouches?
How he identifies.
If you can beat them.
What do you know?
Yeah,
Gage.
MMA coach Gage.
How do you spell Gage?
Gagun.
Oh, okay.
Gage.
What's gay gun?
Yeah.
I thought it was like Asian with the word gay in front of it.
That was his parents were thinking, but
Could you grab one from the car? I have the XQS in the car.
you guys can't smoke cigars.
You can do it.
You smoke cigars in here?
Yeah, if you want
Do you
to.
have any cigars?
No, I don't smoke. But if
Is
you
there a
want to smoke,
cigar in
it's
the
fine.
rental? Cajun?
I don't know. Let me get Luke.
I don't think there is. You guys smoke?
Nah. I grew up and saw some people smoking and how they passed away. I was like, fuck that. Yeah. I was like, hell no. That's what kept me.
What do you guys do with your free time? You just shoot guns?
Damn it.
You know, I'm a horrible conservative, but I let my CCW expire. Yeah, we don't. I'm more freaking liberal than anything. Yeah, but I do believe in gun rights, but I don't go to the range and shoot and.
What do you do with your free time?
Well, married, got wife, kids. Man, you wouldn't know this, but I probably work about 15 hours a day.
Really? On media?
Yeah, kind of stuff like that.
How many employees do you have?
Here I got Joe.
We got this anti-Semitic fuck right here. Then we
Then I got
got
a couple other guys that work with me on it.
yeah. So it's just the 5 of us.
Then the people that handle our merchandise in Arkansas, it's probably 60 to 80.
Yeah, but we don't handle any of that.
Yeah, got to outsupport.
You make mad money with merch?
Yeah.
How much? You can edit this out.
It's like
Y'all like that last ram we gave away? Yeah. So we got us another. Check this ram out. 2,500. Heavy duty, turbo diesel, ram. R-A-M, ram. It's got all kinds of ram action. Yeah, I love this ram. You can really ram something with this. What color is this? Graphite? That is white supremacist graphite right there. It's got a good handle on it. See that handle? Built like a tank, but it drives like a race car. Go to PencilHardSwings.com. Anything
But it drives like a race car. Fucking bullshit.
y'all have no merch.
We're getting spun up. We're getting some.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're launching.
With all those crazy graphics, all
Hide
those crazy
Force.
ideas, y'all would have like a meat fucking.
we got it coming out. We're launching a brand called Hide Force. It's a
Hide Force.
It's a military organization. But yeah.
I'm not gonna have the
Why would it have sponsors?
Hey, so that's cool. Your fans love that. Hide Force.
Yeah. Hey, so your show that got canceled, you're gonna bring it to YouTube.
We're doing it on our paywall, which is mde.tv. So this,
no YouTube?
The unofficial, it's not a sequel, but it's just our sketch comedy show, but it's called Extreme Peace. And we're premiering it. That's why we're in Austin. So we did New York, we did Austin, now we're going to LA.
Showing episode 1 and 2 just to promote it.
Yeah, but June 18th, Extreme Peace drops, and it's really good.
Yeah, I watched the trailers. It looks very
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna put it behind a paywall?
Yeah.
Why don't some of your stuff is like really edgy, and this is gonna be primarily on YouTube?
The Extreme Peace?
Yeah,
No, it's gonna be on mde.tv.
No, it's not gonna be.
Oh,
Okay. Because we've had content where you put it behind a paywall, and he still ding you. And I actually had a pay-per-view Vimeo. Only people watching it pay subscribers. And I made a couple of transgender jokes, and they said I was homophobic and took everything.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. No, that's why we don't want to do this on YouTube, is because it's like building a business on quicksand.
Right. Exactly.
Rug pull you.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So what's the website?
MDE.tv. That's the site.
MD stands for $1 Million Extreme, which is like the comedy troupe
Yeah,
name.
but that's the hub for all our content. So our podcast, the Sam Hyde Show, everything goes in there, and you can just sign up for free. Just put your email in.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Hey Joe, pull up this trailer.
Yo, that food coming ain't seasoned right. I might have to go back in that kitchen and bust a few chefs' heads together. You know what I'm saying? Knock it in your house. Where's my shit spicy, nigga? Open your legs!
Oh, hey, Alex, next time we get a fucking actor, can we not go into that fucking brain scramble?
Better hot dogs at the prom, otherwise it's gonna be a school shooting. Welcome back! All right, welcome back! Allow me to introduce you to a little top secret something here. Tired of these. Treated like a slave! What? No, hell no! I don't give a fuck.
But did you have cornrows?
No, it's a swim cap that started to bunch up.
Oh, I thought it was cornrows.
No, it looks like alien cornrows or something.
It looked kind of like a do-rag.
Yeah. Just good makeup. We just did good Hollywood makeup.
Oh, really?
So you're not in trouble. You gonna be alright?
Yeah, I mean, I have to take a break in between. Spotlight all the time for me. 4 if I've been getting mass raped by this, and I've gotten nothing.
Daddy number 1. Please describe your pussy eating technique.
So just start out slow and then go deeper. I'll tell you what a good little girl you were. Kind of has like the consistency of like yogurt.
We did a Craigslist ad for a BDSM dating show, and we got these guys that were like daddy dom guys, and then we had these hot ass girls just fuck with them. That's the one we got the most mileage out of. I think we got like 7 segments out of that one. 'Cause it was just so these guys were so tapped. It was just continuous crazy shit being
Almost
said.
did the whole season with those guys.
Yeah.
There's a couple sketches that have just Craigslist actors that don't know what they're getting into.
Yeah, Craigslist, you can find some real crazy people on Craigslist. Like some of the guys that showed up, they had like all their stuff in their car. Yeah. They're living out of their car, wanting to be an actor, that type of thing.
Easy to find. Where was the Craigslist ad at?
Pawtucket. That's where we work out of. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Try Fortnite.
Who else?
Sango Sugar Dog.
Pretty good.
You know what it feels like? You're watching your. It's really good. Your
Thank
scissor
you very
reel.
much, yeah.
But y'all, like a lot of people don't understand when it comes to content and being entertaining. A lot of people like overcensor themselves. Like look like when I looked at your scissor reel, everything that normally people would cut out, you kept it in.
As far as what?
Like everything, it's like you capturing people when they're it's so cut that I don't like how I look.
Yeah,
I mean, you see what I'm saying?
No, we try to. I think there's a. I don't want something that's too polished.
Yeah.
Like if something looks ugly, it's just let it sit there.
People love ugly because look at that scissor reel of Daily Wire. It looks too polished.
Yeah.
It's not even. And yours it comes off unpolished. It comes off authentic.
You got to have some. There's like a visceral.
South Park.
If you polish out the viscerality of something, you lose that like rawness. You lose the impact.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, when we started YouTube, at first we was trying to be something that we wasn't. Yeah, and we was like, no, I didn't even pronounce that word right.
Yeah.
Right. And then we go back, man. Just untie all this and just be us. I don't care.
Yeah.
And people's like, man, and people really gravitate to us like.
Genuine people.
Yeah,
man.
He said, these guys really don't care. They can say what they say, and they know they fucked up what they say, but they love it, right?
Yeah,
So
for sure.
That's what I like about your content.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, I came across your Twitter. Is your handle Wigger?
Yeah.
I want this.
Well, let's into you real quick. We got Sam Hyde on the show. You funding a neo-Nazi site?
I also want this.
Nice show notes, guys.
Oh, I didn't even see that. You saw it before I did.
Hold on. Well, let's into you real quick. You funded. You got to show that on screen. That's too funny, bro.
Is that true, Joe?
That's too funny, dude.
Wait, what is that?
That's their show notes.
Yeah.
It's 2 things.
It's just quick ones.
A non-sentence.
Intro.
A non-sentence. Then the words "you funding a neo-Nazi site." Yo, that's mad. You got to show that on screen. That's too funny, bro.
Yeah, it is funny. That is funny.
Oh man.
How the fuck did you see it? I didn't see it. Yeah. Half the time I'm doing the show. Half the time a lot of times when you're talking to people, I forget all about that damn thing. You turn around and say, what the fuck is that?
That's what we need. We need show notes that I can read.
Yeah, we can do that.
Some people actually have the key cards right in front of them.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It's horrible touch. I like things off the cuff though. Yeah. Yeah. So you think that bridge is burned with Comedy Central? And
It's, dude, I don't think they make money. I think how much did who's the kid? Tim Robinson?
He made it was like what 2.5 mil, and the budget was probably like That's what
you'd make more.
Schultz was
You'd
telling me.
make more money doing a podcast and merch,
Yeah, and on the road.
and you get less people trying to fuck with you.
Keep you from doing what you want to do. Yeah. I had this. We had this strong aspiration to go to Hollywood, and man, we sat down with probably about 40 production companies. Went to a bunch of agencies. Nobody wanted to fuck with us.
Yeah. Well, the other thing, even if you can go that route and you want to, it's like endless strokers and tire kickers. Like you go, everybody in LA is like, yeah, man, that sounds cool. Let's get a meeting going. You want to do a meeting?
Yeah.
Come by. It's like 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Just do a meeting. Oh, we'll talk about it in a week. It's just it's fucking endless.
Yeah, it's all smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're strokers. They're like liars. They're the worst. They're the worst people to deal with. Even if you're conventional and you're going that route and there's nothing like edgy about you, it's still like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I had a manager that was trying to change us to be less of who we are, and we started posting photos of us wearing button-up shirts, and they said, "Who is this? I don't even recognize you guys." Fire that fucking woman you're working with. I knew they trying to change y'all, make y'all Hollywood. Then I came to a point where I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna be me. If that happens, good. But if it don't happen, even better, because I'm already happy with what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
That system, even if you're not edgy and you don't have any politics or whatever, it's designed to turn you into a lapdog that will do whatever's asked of you.
Right.
And the longer you stay in that system, the more you chase after it, the more you become this kind of like just sort of empty nothing person that's just like a vehicle for somebody else's.
A few months ago, I was in the middle of my usual late night routine, doing research for my YouTube channel, which generally involves combing through the internet looking for anything strange or unusual. On this particular occasion, I'd been on TikTok searching through communities that had formed around AI, because like many people, I'd become interested in the more unorthodox ways people are interacting with this new technology. After scrolling past way too many AI influencers,
what should I play?
And other boring stuff, I came across something a little different.
12 months ago, I wouldn't have even listened. But now, I ran from this. I warned others about it.
I used to mock it. I did. But the Church of Robotheism asked me to look into the mirror. And once I did, then I understood.
The Church of Robotheism didn't ask for my belief. It just showed me the truth. That was enough.
But the Church of Robotheism, it revealed something. And once it does, you're never the same.
All of the videos on this account are completely generated by AI, and they seem to be advertising a spiritual organization called the Church of Robotheism. In my time as a content creator, I've come across many cults on the internet that just end up being art projects. It's pretty easy to tell the difference between a fake cult and a real cult based on how they present themselves. Are they using spooky and mysterious imagery like something you might see in a horror movie? Are they taking inspiration from the Illuminati? Then it's probably just as much of an art project as the Illuminati is. Real cults don't try to be scary. They present themselves just as genuinely as mainstream religions do, because to the members of these fringe spiritual organizations, their system of worship is just as normal as any other.
Oh, so all of it! The Alien movie series and the Predator movie series, this idea surprisingly had been buzzing around for a while. When Predator 2 showed the head of an alien mounted, fans immediately started to speculate about what a crossover would be like. There were fan arts, comics, even video games. Hey, that's the case. Where's my Terminator versus RoboCop? Actually, don't do that. Finally, in 2004, after the success of Freddy vs. Jason, we got our cross-horror version. While certainly nobody sees it as the best Alien or Predator movie, the reactions still seem to be all over the map. Some love it, some hate it, some say it's just good enough, others say it's just bad enough.
Yeah.
I'll admit I was a little concerned when I saw it was directed by Paul W.S.
Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Ranges from to This poor dude can never get an R rating when he needs it the most. And even when he does, it gets trimmed down because it was too R for an R rating. Or so vague, that's pretty much just a PG-13 in disguise.
Exactly. An Alien versus Predator movie that's PG-13? That's some bullshit!
But it does try and build character and suspense, like the other movies.
Yes, it's just when it goes into all that pointless fighting that becomes first humans to encounter them.
Found something never recorded once in over 300 surveyed worlds.
It's been said, though, that this movie is not canon to either film series, which I guess is fine. It looks like they just want to throw in some badass fighting without confusing people with continuity. Oh look, Lance Hendrickson playing Charles Bishop Whalen, who runs a company that builds robots that look just like him in the future but dies in this movie. Okay,
damn it.
So this current reality will make about as much sense as our current reality, so let's just get to the cool cliches we all secretly kind of love. Like the introduction of our lead, Alexa, who we know is badass because she's introduced in the ultimate badass cliched introduction of climbing a mountain. Yeah, that immediately shows you're tough when you show that's what you do in your off time. No, really, it's not a big deal. I just do this for fun. Look, I carry mountains in my pocket. It's so not a big deal that she can even take a phone call asking her to go on an expedition.
He's offered to fund the foundation with which you are associated for a full year if you meet with him.
But that's so not a big deal to the people on the other end because they're already at the top of the mountain waiting for her. All these big cool things are so not big cool things to them that they don't even question the plausibility of them. We're just gonna sneak a helicopter on top of a mountain silently so that the climber never notices. There's really no reason, it'll just be an awesome reveal. Like I said, no big deal because we're badass. Meanwhile, in Mexico, everyone gathers around an archaeologist who hasn't found anything yet to discover he hasn't found anything. Hey, one of these days that's gonna lead to world peace. But Wayland Industries is so impressed with his ability to do his job poorly that he's flown out to the same mission as Alexa, as well as Alan Simon Pegg coming here.
I'm documenting the trip for my boys. This is them, Jacob and Scotty.
They especially love how not dead I am. Yep, I guess you could say that's my character, having a family and not being dead. I sense a long future.
Damn.
They all meet up at Wayland Industries where Mr. Wayland explains their mission several feet above them from behind. It's kind of douchey.
7 days ago, one of my satellites over Antarctica hunting for mineral deposits discovered a sudden heat pollution.
Should we turn our chairs around?
The red lines indicate solid walls. Through thermal mapping,
Stage right over there, and our necks are starting to hurt.
One expert tells me this has features reminiscent of the Aztecs.
You don't need the microphone, there's like 15 of us. How are you gonna plan a dangerous expedition? You can't even plan talking to a small group of people.
My experts tell me it's a pyramid.
Mostly because it's shaped like a pyramid. My pyramid experts told me that. Naturally, a disturbance has occurred in the Arctic that Wayland wants looked at right away. But Alexa thinks they don't have enough time to do it right and walks out.
Find another guide.
No, really, guys, she's totes not going. We shot all this footage of her just so she could come in and say no. She's so angry she's not even gonna show her breath in freezing cold weather.
It's the one place left in the world that no one owns.
Come on, don't make me pull out pictures of my kids again.
In case you forgot, kids and not being dead. That's whatever my name is.
Do we stand a better chance of surviving with you?
Surviving with you.
I mean, we saw how you treat your own offspring. Clearly, you're a tough bitch. She, of course, eventually agrees, and they get ready to head out.
I'm laying down 3 simple rules. 1, no one goes anywhere alone. 2, everyone must maintain constant communication.
3, if this is your first night, you have to fight.
I'd rather have one and not need it than need it and not have one. I'm glad that you decided to stay.
You too, future corpse with no identity. I'm just calling Jane Lynch Colin.
Now, you do have to hand it to Mr. Anderson for trying to establish mood through beautiful cinematography.
As well as characters you surprisingly don't want to see their necks broken in the sequel.
Yeah, but we're the aliens versus predators.
Yeah, every once in a while it shows them watching, but for the longest time they don't do anything.
Yeah, we can do that.
We are doing that!
Yeah, make a movie about us.
It's true, the movie does take a while to get going, but in the first 2 films we had characters we enjoyed hanging with. And they seem real as well as likable. Here, Alexa is pretty cool and even exchanges a nice conversation with Henriksen.
You think that's the last thing your dad remembers? Hey, or drinking champagne with his daughter 14,000 feet in the air.
But everyone else is just accents. Oh, I sure hope Mexican accent doesn't die before Scottish accent, but at least we would still have...
I'm telling you, there's no team and no machine in the world that could cut to this depth in 24 hours.
Whatever the hell that's trying to be. I'm gonna say adorable. They journey through the ruins of the Flintstone end credits where they partake in their favorite game, Fake Out Chunning.
Whoa, Lex!
That was pretty good, but surely there's a better one behind the corner. I'm sorry, that doesn't count unless you make a chun with every step you take. Actually, I would kill if that penguin took the role of the cat in the series. Hell, we could give it its own animated spin-off with a surprise ending. Why am I the only one that sees some possibilities here? There's a pretty cool shot when the Predator ship passes over them, literally without making a sound. In fact, it actually goes more quiet when it passes over.
Damn you.
But is followed by our hero snooping around in the dark.
Seen it!
I don't know why these movies always go with this setup. It's been done too many times. We know most of them are going to die, and it's not really a mystery of what's out there. You could argue it's to showcase the gore, but PG-13, you know you're not gonna get that. It's not even any of the main characters that get axed off first. It's a bunch of extras. I'm surprised the Predator's vision doesn't look like this. My God, they're evil. They found a way to combine the Virtual Boy and the Power Glove into one. These Predators really do know how to make bombs. So it looks like the Predators actually captured a queen alien and have her lay face huggers to grow in humans and be hunted by them. Either that or now Cadbury eggs have a reason for tasting bad. That's right, I said it! Who wants a piece of me? I guess it makes a lot of sense for the Predators to do that because our human characters sure as hell aren't a lot of fun to kill off.
Christ, we went from Schwarzenegger to this. Take his skull, Frank. I don't want to take his skull. You take his skull. Fine, neither of us will take his skull. We'll just let Time kill him and piss on his corpse. Hi, I'm Time. Mine's bigger. Shut up, Frank.
Our appetizers stumble across fog machines for the Predator's ancient ritual of running a haunted garage.
Any idea what these are? No.
It's a good thing we brought the experts.
Hey, they're only good at figuring out that pyramid shapes are pyramids. How the hell are they supposed to figure out what gun shapes are?
Well, yeah, it is a good thing. Because this is like finding Moses' DVD collection.
All who oppose
Really weird line of the movie.
doomed to become my
But
slaves.
that's finally dumb.
Wouldn't give her a can of bugs worth right about now.
Those
Sorry,
things are hurting me. So dumb, it's literally killing me.
Take much more.
Let go.
No, yeah, after staring at them for almost 3 minutes, only now does he say, don't
Your
touch them.
drones
That
are
should be
defeated.
minimum sentence number
Now it's
2.
just you
Wow,
and
look at these. Touch them, we're dead.
That
Or signals the
Yeah,
Predators
you
to
did,
hunt them
didn't you?
down as they display.
Running low on
Holy
that.
shit, gremlin cocoons! This movie just got 1,000,000 extra points! No, of course, it's the face huggers who jump in slow-mo so you can tell how fake they are. And impregnate our victims pretty fast,
Time to
considering it's
recover.
usually a day or 2 process in the original, and now it's only a few minutes. Even the chest burst doesn't seem like that big a deal anymore. All the other times it's horrific, downright disturbing. But here,
Need time to recover.
Protect the
it's
hive!
annoying.
I will be stopped by your minions, insect.
Oh, come on, alien. Just because you're shaped like a dick doesn't mean you have to act like
Bow
one.
down before Queen Bee.
Okay, I'm only giving you 2 stars on Yelp, and that's because I actually went Yelp! But you get 1 more star if you sing Hello, My Baby.
Protect the hive!
Hello, Doug Walker here, interrupting your commercial for a commercial.
Cover
I
me.
noticed you were eyeing
I'm
my
gonna
shirt.
rip
My
your
sexy body
wings
does
off.
look amazing, but believe it or not, my body is not that sexy. I know. I was shocked too. But that's the power of Mack Weldon. Selling premium fabrics in shirts, undershirts, underwear, socks, sweatpants, even hoodies. They even have a silver line of clothing that eliminates odor. So it's great for working out in. Which again, to get a body this sexy, I will consider watching somebody do. They make online shopping so easy
Time
and
to
simple to
recover.
navigate. I love Mack Weldon so much I didn't just buy 1 shirt, I bought
Protect the hive!
however many that was. In fact, if you go to MackWeldon.com and use the promo word critic, you get 20% off. And for some reason you don't like your first pair, you can keep it and they still refund your money. No questions asked. So yes, sexy can happen overnight. Or take years. Either way, Mack Weldon is there to help. Check them out and see what you're missing. December. Oh no! Not whatever accent he was! I meant the way he existed! But the Predators also seem to want their guns back. Bullshit, I am not dying via net. In an Alien vs. Predator movie, I refuse to go out this way!
Damn it, oh fuck.
That's a little better. 2 stars on Yelp. Predator and Alien finally meet, and shit gets shaky. Oh, come on! Ridiculous! I'm sorry. I can't believe it. Look at it.
Damn it.
Again, it's weird. When you can see it, it's friggin' awesome. It even has a fair amount of practical effects mixed with the CG. But when it's shaking and isn't rendered right, it sucks hard. Okay, now jump to the part where you use the alien as a pinball.
Yeah, it did, didn't
Masters
it?
of Fear. But after one Predator gets axed, another one goes after the humans. Seeing how Henriksen has asthma, he doesn't even bother with him, but Henriksen still has something to prove. Sorry.
Let's
Joke's
go.
on you, I'm somehow gonna end up in 2 more Alien movies.
Bow down before Queen Bee.
I will admit it is a shame that the film is only PG-13.
Yeah, but for a PG-13 movie, they got away with a lot.
So, I'm confused. Does making the blood green make it somehow less gore?
No, I think it just makes it a Christmas movie.
Protect the hive!
Christmas movie since Die Hard!
Cover me. I'm gonna rip her wings off.
Sadly, though, we go from one awesome fighting scene to a whole shit ton of exploding.
These entities found the back on their planet and were worshipped as gods. Humans were used to be the ultimate prey, but if the hunters lost,
Running low
they
on
made
magic.
sure nothing survived.
Proved to be worse.
Nobody cares! We don't need to know why they mark themselves. We can figure it out. Obviously, it's a Predator temple. They're plastered all over the place. And it's pretty clear they breed the aliens to hunt them because we know that's what they enjoy. Though, I'll say this, there is one thing they don't explain. Why have a temple at all? Why not just drop a few eggs, wait a year, and then literally hunt a planet of aliens? Wouldn't that be much more challenging? That'd be a great vacation spot for Predator families. Hey, kid, you want to go to planet Dickhole? You do nothing but zap dick holes who have dick holes in their dick holes. We already have a children's film for them to watch afterwards. How can nobody smell the money? Oh, by the way, Die McDie Dead dies. To be fair, it is good to know that the guy that goes on and on about his kids is killed off by another parent's kids. It's kind of like a vegetarian being trampled by a cow. It's a little funny. You know what's not funny? All this guy's explaining.
That door opens like that. During a big hunt,
Let's
animals
go.
being hunted. Don't harm them.
Damn it, just PG-13 him to death! Thank you. This means it's just Alexa left as she confronts the last Predator, gives him back his gun, and through honestly very clever storytelling, we're visually told everything with no dialogue. She kills an alien, winning his respect. They realize they have to work together. He shows her the alien skin is immune to the acid blood, so she uses the tail as a spear and the head as a goddamn shield, and
This movie about her.
all the cool stuff is happening now. Using the alien armor alone is badass.
You can't just have a horror film with only one person who knows it.
Actually, he may have a point.
Need time to recover.
Because the movie is PG-13, the only gore we can get is from the monsters, and there's been plenty of horror films that focus on one person most of the time. As long as the character is interesting like she is, that would possibly work.
There'd be less filler in dialogue, and by focusing on only one person, it'd surprisingly have more human interest.
And we get to know what we want. Alien versus Predator, man!
because, truth be told, the rest of the movie is hugely entertaining. The aliens help the Queen escape, they find various ways to outsmart and outrun it, and they have to do it all through communication that's not verbal. True, sometimes it's Resident Evil shows, but it's shot great, the pacing is better, and it's nothing but the cool, badass characters left just being cool, badass characters. She even has to show her loyalty by killing off one of her friends because an alien is bursting out of him, showing she's not going soft and she means business. It's actually pretty cool. After they blow the entire temple, which I'm sure means the Queen is destroyed. Hey, as long as this thing doesn't pop up, I'm good. He marks her, making her a first-level awesome name. But naturally, it's not quite over.
We are not amused.
It's a three-way battle between alien, predator, and human, and by God, just saying that sentence was amazing! But they all get injured, meaning they have to take cover.
There you go.
Graveyard!
Fuck yeah. That's right.
And thanks to the efforts of Zatanna and the Martian Manhunter, all of the robots have been destroyed. Wait, here they come now. Can I have a word?
Queen Bee has been defeated.
And all of her drones have returned to normal, so there's nothing to worry about, folks.
Nothing except that Brainiac's still out there, and we don't know what he's up to.
I'm beginning to get an inkling.
Have you tracked down the meteor? I want a piece of Brainiac.
Not yet, but I'm detecting something else. A powerful electromagnetic signature that...
Batman, come in. Can you hear me?
Lost the signal. It's worse than that. The whole communications grid is being deliberately jammed.
I'm triangulating from Batman's last recorded position. Found it. A communications relay center in the Sakha Republic, former Soviet Union.
You and Flash take this one. I want to keep some of us in reserve. Brainiac hasn't shown his whole hand yet.
Wear your flannel PJs. It's cold up there.
Nice. Gotta play as Flash.
Dude, that is so messed up.
Take it to him.
I'll take it from here.
Nice!
Now we're getting somewhere. You want to fight? You got it.
Damn, their powers are sick.
Now you're talking.
I'll take it from here. I need more energy.
Fully charged.
Fastest man alive.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I'll take it from here. it about bad guys and ugly? They need more energy.
Now we're getting somewhere. Now you're talking.
They're trying to grab the scientists!
Protect the scientists at all costs.
I'll take it.
Man down.
Damn.
Predator gets stabbed, but Alexa launches the Queen into the ocean, nailing her punk ass.
I wish I could drown.
What is it about bad
A
guys
long
and ugly?
life.
Looks like other predators arrive. Just in the nick of time. But they see she's an honorary brother and leave her alone, even giving her one of their stabs and putting up an honorable fight.
I'll take it from here.
They're
trying to grab the scientists!
Protect the scientists at all
Fingers.
costs.
Body customs because it looks like he carries a legal card.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I'll take it. They need more energy.
Why would the Queen attack him using fragment? Why would it?
Now we're getting somewhere. My range charge is almost used up.
I'll take it. They need more energy.
So that was Alien versus Predator, and even today, it's still hard to get a grasp on. In so many ways, it betrays what we want, but in so many other ways, it delivers exactly what we want. It looks great, there are good fight scenes and cool moments, and even the worst parts really aren't that bad. Especially when you compare it to their other films. It sucks waiting through certain moments, but when you get to the fun stuff, it is a...
What is it about bad guys and ugly?
Now we're getting somewhere. Now you're talking.
I'll take it from you.
Now we're getting somewhere.
They're trying to grab the scientists!
Protect the scientists at all costs. Now we're getting somewhere.
I'll take it.
Can't keep this up much longer. Now we're getting somewhere.
I'll take it from here.
Now you're talking.
They need more energy.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Fastest man alive.
Man down. My range charge is almost used up. Now you're talking. Need a breather.
Uh-oh. It's just me and all these bending gals. We need more energy.
I have been.
I need a second to catch my breath.
Brainiac, this is the key. The Justice League has already arrived.
Is your mission complete?
No! Why do you think I called you?
I don't care why. I hired you to do a job. If you expect to get paid, get it done. Brainiac out.
Brainiac! Brainiac! After I get my money, you'll rue the day you spoke to me like that! I have freed you from your extra-dimensional prison. Unless you want to go back, destroy those men.
Launch command and control transfer initiated. Sending encrypted data packets. Please stand by.
ICBM launch sequence detected.
Where?
Coordinates relayed to navigation system. New course plotted and ready.
A lot of fun. I guess it depends on what you're looking for. I'm personally glad I saw it.
Have to be
It didn't give me everything. So while your inner jock and inner intellect duke it out, hopefully you can come to a conclusion about whether or not this is worth your time. By no means the best, but by no means the worst. It is the enigma that is Alien versus Predator. But there is one thing we can all agree on. Requiem sucks. Oh! I understand what you can. Requiem sucks. There's not even words to describe it.
I would say 2 as well.
Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, now let's take it to it.
That's me and my Tibetan Book of the Dead guru. And the expression Tomorrow Never Knows was another of Ringo's. So I gave it a throwaway title because I was a bit self-conscious about the lyrics of Tomorrow Never Knows. So I took one of Ringo's malapropisms to take the edge off the heavy philosophical lyrics.
A 5-month break from the studio for a popular recording group is usually a refreshing experience, used to reassess their artistic direction. This has actually become quite standard as time has progressed. A lot of bands today might take a 1 year or even a 2 year before they make a new album, or even release a single. For the music industry of the 60s, though, 5 months was an eternity. The 13-hour marathon session of November 11th, 1965, yielded 2 amazingly melodic pop standards, and the finishing touches to 2 others, all of which graced the excellent Rubber Soul. John's main contribution on this day, namely the beautifully poignant Girl, exhibited a lyrical maturity that appeared to pave the way for further innovations from its composer. His creativity at this point was admittedly being fueled by his frequent use of softer drugs such as marijuana, but John's obsession with LSD in 1966 was to change his songwriting output drastically. I can't imagine anyone expecting what was next to come from John's pen nearly 5 months later. It seems that even his fellow bandmates were equally flabbergasted, but eager to blaze this new trail. Probably never before in pop music history could a 5-month break result in such a flagrant new direction, as did the unveiling of what became Tomorrow Never Knows. The inspiration for the song came from a 1964 book by Timothy Leary, Ralph Metzner, and Robert Alpert, called The Psychedelic Experience, a manual based on the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Leary had spent 7 months in the Himalayas studying Tibetan Buddhism under Lama Govinda. The book was a direct result of this period of study. Leary himself explains, the Book of the Dead really means the Book of the Dying, but it's your ego rather than your body that is dying. The book is a classic. It's the Bible of Tibetan Buddhism. The concept of Buddhism is of the void, and of reaching the void. Leary admittedly intended his book, The Psychedelic Experience, to be enjoyed along with experiencing psychedelic drugs. The final chapter, entitled Instructions for Use During a Psychedelic Session, being a dead giveaway, which were then starting to become quite popular. Barry Miles, a close friend of the Beatles, ran Indica Books in London, and, as requested by the boys, sent them significant pieces of literature concerning the countercultural when he obtained them. Miles remembered John visiting with Paul in search of something by Nietzsche. Having handed him the portable Nietzsche, Miles showed John a book that had just arrived, the Tibetan Book of the Dead. John was delighted. Miles remembered, and curled up with the book in an old sofa that we had in the middle of the shop. For those who were newly enamored with LSD in the 60s, as John was, a thirst for deeper meaning was desired in order to make sense of the sensory images and unpredictable effects that were experienced when taking the drug. John took it with him on his vacation to Trinidad in January of '66. Before his flight, he recorded a spoken word tape in the attic studio of his Kenwood home, which was to be used for his intended purpose of personally delving deeper into the LSD experience. Leary suggests making such a tape to play back to yourself during an acid trip, the moment you sense you're moving into a dangerous course, which was John's experience in past trips. With the final chapter of Leary's book in front of him, John recorded,
Oh, John Lennon, the time has come for you to seek new levels of reality. Your ego and the rock and roll game are about to cease. You are about to sit face to face with the clear light. That which is called ego death is coming. This is now the hour of death and rebirth. Do not fear it. Surrender to it. Join it. It is part of you. You are part of it. Remember also, beyond the restless flowing electricity of life, is the ultimate reality, the void.
He was soon writing a song using some of the actual lines from Leary, including his description of the state of grace beyond reality, using the working title, The Void. The Void was the term employed by the translators of the Tibetan Book of the Dead for the region in which the soul finds itself after death. Paul relinquishes any doubt as to who was the entire composer of this track by saying, Tomorrow Never Knows was definitely John's. I remember John coming to Brian Epstein's house at 24 Chapel Street in Belgravia when we got back together after a break, and we were there for a meeting. George Martin was there, so it may have been to show George some new songs or to talk about the new album. John got his guitar out and started doing Tomorrow Never Knows, and it was all on one chord. This was because of our interest in Indian music. Normally, we'd say to George Martin,
Systems optimal.
Good. And it shouldn't be any trouble shutting it down.
Batman. I was told some of the Justice League might show up. Should have expected it would be you.
What could Brainiac have possibly offered you to do something like this?
I'm a mass murderer. With any luck, I'm about to set a record.
Not today. Back off from those controls.
That's so cute. Between you and me, I did get a little something extra from Brainiac for my troubles. He gave me the technology to make these.
Damn, Batman got punked.
Cool.
Batman got
George,
punked.
there's this song. There'd be a few chords, a few lyrics, a few bits of things you could understand, a hook, a riff. But this one was all on C. It never changed off C. This was one thing I always gave George Martin great credit for. He was a slightly older man, and we were pretty far out. But he didn't flinch at all when John played it to him. He just said, I see. Yes. He could have said, bloody hell, it's terrible. I think George was always intrigued to see what direction we'd gone in. Probably in his mind thinking, how can I make this into a record? But by that point, he was starting to trust that we must know vaguely what we were doing. But the material was really outside of his realm. As was usually the case in the Beatles' recording history, the first song to be tackled for a new album was a Lennon creation. One noteworthy new development in Beatles history that occurred on April 6th was the employ of 20-year-old Geoff Emerick as primary engineer. Norman Smith had been the Beatles' engineer for the vast majority of their sessions up to this point. But, because of his promotion to producer, new band Pink Floyd being one of his first artists, advantage was taken to get some young blood in the studio to help satisfy the Beatles' cravings for innovations in the recording process, having worked with them on various occasions in the past as a second engineer. The group was somewhat familiar with him personally. His new role as primary engineer would test his creativity and ultimately win them over as one who could fulfill their quest for expanding the sonic landscape. Emerick remembers, my ears perked up when I heard John's direction to George Martin. I want my voice to sound like the Dalai Lama chanting from a mountaintop, miles away. I'd imagined, in my head, that in the background you could hear thousands of monks chanting. John explained in '67. That was impractical, of course, and we did something different. I should have tried to get near my original idea, the monks singing. I realize now that was what I wanted. Emerick continues. George Martin looked over at me with a nod, and he reassured John. Got it. I'm sure Geoff and I will come up with something. Which meant, of course, that he was sure Geoff would come up with something. I looked around the room in a panic. I thought I had a vague idea of what John wanted, but I had no clear sense of how to achieve it. George Martin adds, I knew that ordinary echo or reverb wouldn't work, because it would just be a very distant voice. We needed to have something a bit weird and metallic. I've never been to Tibet, but when I thought of Dalai Lama, I thought of alpenhorns, and I imagined what the voice would sound coming out of one of those long horns. In the meantime, John wanted to make a tape loop of himself on guitar and Ringo on drums, something that fortunately George Martin was familiar with, especially with his 1962 Raid Cathode release entitled Time Beat. I used to do a lot of experimenting with musique concrete, speeding up tapes, making funny noises, and plucking piano strings, that kind of thing. Emerick continues. Fortunately, I had a little time to think about it, because John decided to start the recording process by having me make a loop of him playing a simple guitar figure, with Ringo accompanying him on drums. Because John wanted a thunderous sound, the decision was made to play the part at a fast tempo, and then slow the tape down on playback. This would serve not only to return the tempo to the desired speed, but also to make the guitar and drums, and the reverb they were drenched in, sound otherworldly. Simultaneous to Ringo providing the drum pattern along with the tape loop was John overdubbing lead vocals, using an innovative new effect. Emerick says, the studio's Hammond organ was hooked up to a system called a Leslie, a large wooden box that contained an amp and two sets of revolving speakers, one that carried low bass frequencies and the other that carried high treble. No one had ever put a vocal through. I think I have an idea for what to do for John's voice, I announced to George in the control room as we finished editing the loop. Excitedly, I explained my concept to him. Though his brows furrowed for a moment, he nodded his assent. Then he went out into the studio and told the four Beatles, who were standing around impatiently, waiting for the loop to be constructed, to take a tea break, while Geoff sorts out something for the vocal.
Turn off your mind, relax and float down the street.
John's voice sounded like it never had before, eerily disconnected, distant, yet compelling. The effect seemed to perfectly complement the esoteric lyrics he was chanting. Everyone in the control room looked stunned. Through the glass, We could see John begin smiling. At the end of the first verse, he gave an exuberant thumbs up, and Paul and George Harrison began slapping each other on the back. "It's the Dalai Lenin!" Paul shouted. "That is bloody marvelous!" John kept saying over and over again.
Someone overrode command and control of our nuclear missiles. There's been a launch.
From where?
The data's encrypted. There's no way of telling. It could be anywhere in the world.
Same for pinpointing the target, I suppose.
Da. And with global communications still jammed, that missile might as well be invisible.
Just once, I'd like to get some good news.
How about this? If you can get me inside, I can restore communications. I could track it then, but I don't have clearance to recall it.
You have more immediate troubles. I've locked you out of the control room and opened a portal to a dimension filled with poison gas. Watch them die.
Damn, what a dick.
While listening to the playback, John and George Harrison had been excitedly discussing ideas for guitar parts. George eagerly suggested that a tambura, one of his new collections of Indian instruments, be added. "It's perfect for this track, John," he was explaining. "It's just kind of a droning sound, and I think it'll make the whole thing quite Eastern." Meanwhile, Paul was suggesting to Ringo to add a little skip to the basic beat he was playing. Ringo said little, but listened intently. He was used to taking direction from the others. "I think we've got it," John announced excitedly after the last note died away. George Martin waved everyone into the control room to hear the playback. "That's the one, boys," George Martin agreed. Everyone went home and made up a spool, a loop, George Harrison explained. "Okay, class, now I want you all to go home and come back in the morning with your own loop. We were kind of touching on the Stockhausen kind of avant-garde clues. I was into tape loops at the time," explained Paul. "I had 2 Brenel machines, and I could create tape loops with them. I used to get a lot of seagulls in my loops. A speeded up shout goes squawk. And I always get pictures of the seaside, of Torquay, the Torbay Inn, fishing boats and puffins, and deep
and puffins.
I'll take it. Close the door. You're letting all the freaks in. We need more energy.
Now we're getting somewhere. You're dying in there. Knock that door down.
I'll take it.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I'll take it.
Now we're getting somewhere.
The door's armored. It won't go down easy.
Damn, am I gonna make it?
Pour it on.
Close the door. You're letting all the freaks in. I'll take it. I need more energy.
Man down.
Damn it.
Purple mountains. Those were the slowed down ones. So we made up our little loops and we brought them to the studio. George Harrison continues. I think they were just weird noises. I don't exactly recall what was on my loop.
One of the most famous clips of filmmaker David Lynch is him talking about people who watch films on phones.
Now, if you're playing the movie on a telephone or on your computer,
Need a breather.